Hello. Hey, y'all. Yes, I'm doing an impromptu. Oh, good. You were notified. Hey, Divine. Hey, all y'all. Yeah, I was debating if I should go on or not. No, this is the Emperor. Yeah. Yeah, I was debating on whether or not to go live or not. But I do have, you know what? Yes, the Emperor. I'm like, well, hold on. um, I don't know. I just kept getting pressed to like maybe talk about those karmic relationships. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe I should just wait. I was going back and forth. And I don't know. So I also just kind of pulled a few cards in regards to a message. We about to find out, High Priestess. um, I hope people do want me to go live. That that. Oh, you drive in Phoenix? That's okay. Thank you. Yeah. It's I'm trying to get into the habit of going live. It's something that I'm still getting used to. So, but yeah. I think I had maybe gotten a little triggered earlier, and I was like, you know what? I think I need to go live and like address this because somebody did bring it up in like the suggestions, and I know I swear to God, like I try not to think about it, but I really feel like somebody is still in my energy. Um, and I don't know why. Because it's like I don't even have like any hard feelings. Like if you like I don't I'm not upset with that person. So I don't know why that just don't tell me that yes, like I'm still following, I'm still watching. It's just weird. It's like okay. Um, oh, you catching my live for the first time? Yes, it is a theme. I don't understand. It's bizarre, very bizarre, and it's not just like romantic relationships that people can have karma with. I'm sure you know. Um, they can come in the form of family members for sure. Job, and it just seems like maybe that is something that people are having to go through. So sometimes karma, it can be something good. Have you all ever like what do you feel like the karmic relationships that you've had, what do you feel like the lesson is that you learned from it or something that you took from it? And then sometimes I believe too it's just about like an experience. Sometimes is kind of just to show you what not to accept, what you don't want. Maybe you thought you wanted something, now you know you don't want it. Um, so yeah, like what do you feel like you learned from? You learned growth. Like how do you feel like you learned growth? Like understanding like relationships, hurt people, hurt people. Did you say? Yeah, yeah, that is true. Yeah, I feel like you always grow and evolve from these lessons. I feel you masking off. Like it's it's tiring. There was a time where I thought I had fulfilled like my karmic obligations. I thought I was done. I was like, lesson learned. And like I got like the next relationship I thought I had manifested it, like we were talking about, like the manifestation and everything. And I mean, I probably still did, but this particular guy, he was everything that I had ever wanted. I was like everything that he ever wanted. We were both like looking for like spiritual companions. We both like people that play like traditional roles, and like, you know, him being like the head of the household and me being like the feminine at home, and all, you know, like he can provide, you know, we both had like those ideals, and I was just like, finally, you know, some good. And I don't know, it was beautiful and short lived. I guess it was just kind of like an experience, or something good to experience. Like maybe that was like good karma, but it was just so brief. It was so brief. Yeah, understanding different perspectives. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you don't need to stay in that same mindset. It's like you always have to like shed that ego. Yeah, you didn't know your worth. Yeah, things keep repeating. That's why when things keep repeating, sometimes I feel like I just kind of come to the conclusion that maybe it's more so about the experience. Like you're aware of these patterns, and you know, you're just dealing with it from different angles each time. It's like you don't want to, like, I'm not gonna lie, even with when my mom came to live with me, like, you know, I had just been living on my own, me and my children, in like very just a peaceful lifestyle. After all the toxic relationships with the guys, and so I was relationship free. But then my mom and my sis came to live with me, and so that disrupted my whole household. That was almost the same thing, like, and God rest her soul, I'm not like trying to bash, it's just because I love my mama to pieces, but living under the same roof was like very difficult. um and it was like the same type of drama that would have been in my house had it been a man. It was the same drama. And so that's another reason why I got into Vastu and trying to figure out how to remedy problems in the home, and learning that energies living in a certain direction can bring certain energies into your home or disrupt a certain flow of energy, especially according to like your chart. And I had to do a few remedial things that did indeed help calm the Mars energy in the household. Um, so yeah, it's very hard living with people, and even like with the placement that I have in my chart, and you might have it too. Some people, it is better for you to like live alone. I guess like with the exception of like if you have children, but that is the most peaceful time that I have is just like strictly with my children. Everybody else is always usually like a problem. So, yeah, I always think of that quote like, does not get along with others or does not play well with others. And I think that might be me. Um, you said you don't have to, what'd you say? Yeah, no, you don't. You, and that's the thing with me. Like, I'm not that person that can just be like, I ain't got to tolerate this. Like, get out, get out. Like, I wish I could. Um, and truthfully, I think that's why my seventh house mirrors the person that I want to be. My seventh house interaction, or my seventh house partners, people that represent like, you know, partnerships, friends, relationships, usually those people mirror a darker side of me, because I almost feel like they are who I can't be. Like, I'm like so kind. What placement it is? Well, I have Aquarius in my seventh house, and it's ruled by Saturn. And then not only that, the seventh house ruler comes and sits on my ascendant. So it indicates that usually there's going to be some sort of codependency that is like, that's your first house is you. And so for the seventh house ruler to come and land on your personal space, that it just kind of indicates that, there's always going to be some sort of codependency, some sort of attachment. So I already kind of like have that in my chart. And usually people who are only my closest friends, like that I've known from childhood, are like that, very close to me. But truthfully, I really only had my one. Not gonna talk about bestie. But yeah, that was my best friend, and we was just like that. And same with all my relationships. It's like, even I bring something out. That's the thing that you need to notice about your birth chart. Whatever is in your seventh house, and I know people don't like to hear stuff like this, but if you pay attention, you will notice that you bring out that side of them, whatever rules your seventh house. Even if they don't normally behave a certain type of way, because it's in your chart, that's what's going to come out. Um, and it's kind of like um, when people say it's not you, it's me. And with the birth chart, it really kind of is. It's like, no, it really is me. Like, it's in my chart. So I'm attracting this type of person. I can't help it. I was born with this cosmic blueprint, and this is what it brings to me. So if you pay attention, like for instance, going back to, because my chart is what I understand, like I have Aquarius in the seventh house and it's ruled by Saturn. So Aquarius does bring me unusual relationships. It brings me relationships with people. It's like they're close, but also detached at the same time. Or I bring out that detachment side of them. They start to detach from their world and start to only attach to me, matter of fact. Um, it always seems like I attract people in an unusual way. So, like, the characteristics of Aquarius also naturally rules the 11th house. Sometimes I meet people through like the network circle, internet, um, just different qualities. If you pay attention, you'll see. Saturn, also the planet Saturn, is about restriction. I always meet restrictive people. Um, I would say dark skin because Saturn represents dark, but for me it's been light. But I think that's because Saturn is in Leo. So I'm always attracting like light people because Leo is like, the sign of Leo does usually produce someone who is a lighter complexion. Usually, it can happen. It depends on other factors, but just the physical characteristics of Saturn I get. They're usually cold. They're not very emotional. So if you look at your seventh house, cold they act cold. Yeah. If you look at your different culture, definitely I have North Node can do that too. But yeah, I have the thing is about the different culture though, is like they align with my values, but not their families. One instance is that I told you guys, like I was raised Muslim. It's so weird that I always meet someone who was raised Christian but follows Islam. Whether it started off in, as a gang affiliation from Chicago's South Side. But yeah, whether it starts off as a gang affiliation or not, it's like they always have gravitated towards Islamic beliefs. And so they're like a black sheep of their family. They align with me, but they're like the black sheep of their family. Aggressive Aries, yeah, very true. Um, well, I don't know. I'm not answering questions right now, but no tarot questions right now. But yeah. So if you pay attention to the nature of your seventh house, if you have like Taurus in your seventh house, you might attract someone who's very Venetian, someone who is into eating good foods, likes money, likes nice things, can likely be attractive, someone who can sing, like, just all the characteristics of Taurus. You said you're never dating again. Yeah, I don't exactly know. if it always necessarily attracts the sign of the person, although it can, but I don't think it has to. It's more so about attracting that trait. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't blame you. It's rough out here. Yeah. So something else I was trying to say in regards to the karmic relationships. Yeah, just basically how it can still manifest through a job, through the people that you know, a new friend, if you make a new friend, if there is some sort of karma that you're supposed to experience, some sort of lesson, then I still feel like you're going to experience it that way. Aries, yeah, real quick. That's that quick movement. See, I like quick stuff like that. I don't know. I think that also has something to do with my Venus in Scorpio and Uranus is there. So Uranus is instant, quick. mm. Well, sometimes you know you just gotta black people. You gotta protect your space and your boundaries. mm-hmm. Yeah, attractive men. yeah. So I don't know. I was getting like a message for everybody. That's why this card is sitting here. And this could pertain to you if you feel like you're still dealing with some sort of karmic energies. So the Emperor for me usually does represent that somebody is dominating your energy. Somebody might be in your energy. I feel like this person is quietly watching and observing. They're strategizing. Um, I feel like this person has a plan. Anybody in here feel like there is someone that's in your energy or watching or who won't go away? Yeah. Chat GPT is a trip. Yeah. So I am getting the energy of someone who's watching. They're thinking about you. It could actually be two people. You just reconciled with your ex. Yeah. And that's another thing is that another one of the cards came out is Six of Cups. So definitely could be someone from the past or someone that you have some sort of past energy with. And, you know, this representing like Scorpio, Sun and Scorpio. Scorpio placements also come with karmas. And I mentioned before, like the karmic signs are Aquarius, Scorpio, uh, and then like Pluto, the planet has can also bring in if there's like some sort of transit happening with Pluto and your Venus, or Pluto transiting your seventh house. Um, it can definitely also bring in some sort of transformative relationships for you. Pluto is retro, yeah. In House of Romance, fifth house, yep. Yeah, I just hope I manage it. I hope I'm able to manage the lessons that I'm put in. I would like to have something peaceful for a change. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely that Scorpio energy can bring in karmic situations. And then when you have planets sitting there, you know, I just got a lot of I got a lot of karmic energies in my chart. So I guess that is just like a theme for me is attracting karmic relationships or past life relationships. Hmm. Yeah, butterflies, I would think that would be a sign of transformation as well. Yeah, so somebody is, if you feel like somebody, like you still have some sort of an attachment somewhere. I do feel that there's someone that is thinking about returning, that this person's in your energy. Thank you, Coco. Um, and I feel like this person is really just trying to figure out, they're trying to understand how to approach you. And this person is also very, what do you call it? They're very guarded, they're very protective of you. I feel like they're stubborn. This I feel like this person just will not go away unless until they're ready, and they're not ready to let you go. They want to hold on to you, even if you're not together. This person wants to hold on to you. So if you feel like somebody is in your energy, it's likely that they are, because this is funny that this is what I get. I do feel that um, if you do end up in a relationship with this person, or you're talking to them, that you need to set some sort of boundaries with them still. You have to stay in control of the situation. Sometimes, like, especially if you're the type of person that loses yourself in a relationship, that could be your test. Is like, can you learn to not lose yourself? Can you remain and be your own individual self while balancing, being in a relationship? So that alone can be like a test itself. Yeah. Do you talk to him, Gypsy? Oh no. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Coco. Yeah. Sometimes I hate when I pick up, bad news. Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like this person definitely is, I don't know, I don't feel like they're going anywhere right now. Mhm. Yeah. Don't lose yourself. Mhm. Oh, I do remember picking up on an Adam name. On and off for 9 years. Yeah. I kind of feel like you guys are working some things out. Yeah, sometimes those on, I feel too like you can still be attached to someone from a distance. Even if y'all not like necessarily in a relationship, I still kind of feel like your soul um is still learning something from that connection. There's a reason why it hasn't fully been broken yet as well. It could be several, it could be anything. It really depends. um Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out something with my own personal life. um yeah, I'm still trying to figure some things out. I like to share things with you as I go. um I never want to be like, this is 100% why this is happening, XYZ, because I feel like everybody's experience is going to be unique. But I do enjoy sharing certain things that I've experienced. Hmm. I do hate that they won't come forward. That is frustrating. It's just like, especially if you've given an energy of like, I'm not mad or it's okay, and they're still just like hesitant to come forward. It's weird that, but at that point I'm just like, are you just trying to torture? Like, what are you doing? So, Crystal, did you say you had like that scorpion energy? People just stand attached like that? Coco. Well, that helps. That does help. Not gonna get into that. Okay. Yeah, I think they do too. I think they do too. Um, Part of it might be a part of narcissism. Too late, Coco. My head stay in the gutter. So, Yeah, so I don't want to write everyone off as being like a pure narcissist. But I do feel that certain people have narcissistic traits. Um, I have been in a relationship where I feel like that person, bored they had to almost be a pure narcissist, though. I almost want to say maybe not so much, because I did see that they had genuine love for their children. But that's the energy that you don't like. You don't want to deal with that either. Someone who can never hold themselves accountable, someone who's always gaslighting, deflecting. um it's bad. It's draining, and it's bad. Hmm. Right now, Kelly, I'm just this is the overall energy that I got for everybody, is the Emperor. So I kind of feel like there is someone that is trying to dominate the energy. Was I engaged? No, I was never engaged. No. I think I used to wear like a ring on my ring finger, and I didn't know it was gonna be taken the wrong way, so I like took it off. But no, I've never been engaged. I've been proposed to, but not an official proposal. Told y'all my relationship in a birth chart is just like shot. My favorite astrologer, he never wants to talk about relationships with me. And it's like I'm not even like trying to get that information out of him, but if I even mention anything about like relationship, like tell me what you see in it, he is just like, no, I don't talk about relationships. I don't want to talk about that. I'm like, he just don't want to talk about it because it's bad for me. Like, because he's done a reading for my son, and he just like voluntarily told him all about his future relationships, but for me he didn't have anything to say, and I'm just like, it must be bad. So I think he's always worried about giving bad news like that to people, so he doesn't really talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, Daz, you might want to leave that person alone. That narcissistic energy is horrible. um Yeah, I pull cards on myself all the time. Every now and then, I'm like, I need somebody to read for me. Every now and then, I'm like, I need somebody to do a read on me. It's funny. I almost, because I'm very private, but I almost started to be like, whoever know how to read, I need y'all to do the reader like right now. Yeah, because it's such a crazy connection that I still have, that surprises me, because it's not a twin flame. And so it's like, well, what is this? If this is a connection that is still attached, that won't go away, like I don't understand what that is. So it's strange. Venus and Virgo. I have read in astrology that Virgo Venus can, and in the 12th house, yeah, I have read that it can be pretty difficult. Especially more so for the man, because Venus is supposed to represent the woman in his life. And so when Venus is in that position, usually the man doesn't feel valued, and maybe rightfully so, because that is what he's bringing out. The woman can't appreciate him for whatever reason. Maybe she normally appreciates her relationships, but when she got with him, now she's becoming a Venus that's in his chart. And so, that's why I'm saying, like, whatever you have in your chart and whatever you're attracting, those people start to become or act like that seventh house, the ruler and the sign, in some way. Yeah, somebody is stubborn. Somebody will not go away. Somebody is stuck in my energy. Every time I think is gone, because it's been a long time. I have not talked to this person in almost 6 years. And their energy, they used to haunt me in my dreams all the time. And I could always tell it was him because of the hair. It was like long and curly and shoulder length. And I could always see, I was like, that I see your hair. Like, like it would always show up in my dreams. And I don't know if somehow he had, and he was into like metaphysical things. So I don't know if he has decided to pull back on dreams or if he found a more clever way to stay on my energy. But it's kind of frustrating. Now I just really feel like I can't tell if this person is genuinely interested or if they just want to torture me. Yeah. Cord cutting, I feel like only works briefly. Um, that's why I kind of feel like certain things like you're meant to experience because it's like you could do this all you want, but you're supposed to experience this for whatever reason. A lot of times too, you might not understand why you're experiencing something until time has passed. Sometimes it's just like that. Yes, be so. I know, yeah, we ain't talked in a minute, but you told me about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cord cutting does not always work. Love spells, I used to, and not for people, for myself. And I stopped because it I didn't like what it brought back. It almost felt like that's what you get for trying to get this person in that way. It just kind of felt like that's what you get. So I really only did that the one time. I've done it a couple of times, but that one time it was just so bad. That's when I felt like I experienced that narcissist. And it wasn't bad. I it's kind of creepy because when I was doing the love spell the first time, um, uh, as I was doing the spell, like several bad things happened where I just should have like left it alone, or that was like a clear clue to just like stop. But the light above me, I was in the kitchen at the time. This is when I was in Chicago. The light above me blew out, and I was just like, okay. And then I kept like going with it, and then the jar busted, and I was just like, okay. Like, so I did it over, but still, I regretted that relationship. That was like the worst, hands down, the worst relationship that I ever had. Mm. Oh, no problem. Chat GPT. I never tried Chat GPT for the card pulling. Shasta, I'm doing a little bit of both. I had already pre-pulled some cards for everybody. It was like a collective message for people who kind of felt like there was something karmic still going on or like a karmic attachment. And then I'm just talking about my personal experience. Yeah, I haven't tried Chat GPT. However, um, I do have like a tarot app that I use, and it's like super accurate. It's just as accurate as the cards. Um, I just think it's some universal attachment, meaning that tarot cards have that it doesn't matter how you use them. Is like some sort of accuracy to it. Mm-hmm. PI, AI, or PI. Masked and off. The deck is completed. I'm just waiting for it to be delivered. So I will be unveiling the cards as soon as I get them, and then um, depending on if I'm satisfied with them or not, then I'll go ahead and put them up for sale. So I can't wait. I can't wait. Not right now, Shysta. In fact, it's probably getting close to my dinner time. I'm still like a homebody, so I'll be cooking dinner at a certain time. But I gotta get started on dinner. Thank you, Gigi. Good night, High Priestess. I'm glad you checked in. I It depends, be so. I want to do the bulk, but of course I need to have like the pre-orders. I'm just making some cream of broccoli soup. But yeah, I need to have like pre-orders to get the bulk. So if I have to do it paid on demand, it's going to be very expensive, and I doubt anybody's going to want to do that. They already probably have to be a little higher. They're probably going to have to go probably about 50 something dollars a piece for the deck. So we'll see. I'm reading Diamond. You said 3 years to deal. Oh, you telling a whole story. Coco, you said you cooking fettuccine Alfredo. That's good too. I'll be cooking that. I made some shrimp scampi last week. It was so good. So good. mm-hmm. Love you, Brittany. Take care. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if nobody has anything else to say, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Um, yeah, but I'll definitely try to go live more. I always enjoy talking to y'all. I will be selling my own cards, Coco. I'm having them printed now, and I'm looking into it. Thank you, KP. Yeah, I was telling everybody that they'll probably, even though I will probably get like a bulk of them, I might still have to sell the decks around 50 something dollars. It's a little high price. I guess maybe after it picks up, I can lower the price. But starting off, it'll probably have to be about 50 something dollars for the deck. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Gigi. Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started cooking, y'all. Oh, we should be so. Yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, y'all. See y'all later.